Hey guys, Jeff Smith here from HigherTrustMarketing.com and InfoMarketerZone.com. I'm just about to head out on a run, but I thought I would spend a few minutes. We're about to drop a podcast this afternoon that goes into some detail about two things. Basically, building a website, blogging. We have had a website online for about 11 years this is one of our we run four businesses online, four different niche market businesses. And one of those businesses online, we've had a website that's done very well for the last 11 years. It was HTML coded, and we had a blog that was hanging off of that HTML website. And we went through the pain of completely redoing that and changing the structure of the blog. So we did a whole lot of WordPress work this past week and changed themes. So we're going to talk a little bit about how our experiences with doing that. So any of you guys that have maybe in the past thought about restructuring your site, changed your blog theme, want to know a little bit more about setting up your blog theme, it's a great, we've already cut that podcast episode and we're going to be launching that this afternoon. You'll find that up at highertrustmarketing.com and you'll see a podcast directory. You'll see it under podcast episode 20. So any one of you who are interested in knowing a little bit more about the guts of how to set up your WordPress site, what you should be considering, what the best themes might be, how to change the location of your blog, which is a real, it took us a long time to figure that out. We hired some help to help out with that. The other thing we're talking about on the podcast a little bit later today is traffic generation tips. And we go through everything from how you can develop a daily content generation strategy. This is written content, this is video content, this is podcasting, etc. How you can come up with your voice, how you can come up with your own type of content plan and why that's so important, how you can leverage that content over multiple platforms. You know, you should be able to generate basically a half an hour, an hour's worth of content and spread that across at least 12 different platforms and generate more traffic. And then the other thing we're going to go into is basically how to understand your numbers. So I get asked a lot of times to coach different online marketers and over at InfoMarketerZone.com. And the first question I always get asked is, how can I generate more traffic? The first question I ask them is, what are your numbers? What are your monetization numbers? So for every visitor you're getting, or for every 1,000 visitors you're getting to your site, how many sales are you getting? What's your monetization? And you know what's funny is, by and large, that the average answer to that is under $5 per 1,000 visitors. And that just won't cut it. You know, it's not worth spending your time blowing your brains out trying to get traffic or paying a lot for advertising when you are only getting $5, $10, even $20 per 1,000 visitors. You really need to be up around, at least your floor needs to be about $50 per visitor, because it's going to cost you a lot more in your own time and in your own advertising dollars to be able to get a lot more than that, okay? So we're going to go through a little bit about the numbers. How do you understand the numbers in that podcast? And then we're going to go through all the different traffic generation methods that we have working. We have businesses in personal development, in health, in online marketing, and we have a business, also an e-commerce business in the yoga space. So we run several different types of businesses online, and then we've coached thousands of others on those sites. So we're going to share a lot of those tips, techniques, and strategies as we have in previous podcast episodes. Our philosophy of podcast, by the way, is I can't stand the 2-hour podcasts where someone's just talking and yipping. Our podcasts are all within the 15 to 20 minute range, and they're just solid tips and techniques, strategies. Hey, thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the hearts. If you guys are willing to, please share this with your followers so they can see this, and they'll go up and they'll be able to benefit from the podcasts as well. The podcasts are all free. You'll get them up at highertrustmarketing.com. You'll see a tab right at the top called podcasts. You can download the previous episodes. And as I said, they're all nice and short and sweet, to the point. Every one of them has solid information, and they get right to the point. Okay, I really appreciate you guys joining today. Thanks a lot. We'll be with you again very soon. Hey, Winterlust, thanks for joining, people. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.